Alrighty, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Today is Sunday, February 9th, and let's see what's going on in the world today. Who do I have in here? I see Jacob's in here. Welcome aboard, Jacob. Uh, let's get some. Let's get that going on here. Alrighty, so a little bit of a change of scenery. I have a backdrop today. Technically, it's actually just an old blanket, but it changes the way that I can see things here. So we got that going on here. Welcome aboard Grimm's Auto Service. What's up? What's up? What's up? Ugh. And Michigan, welcome aboard is to you as well. Let's start off today by seeing who all. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if Cloudbout is working. Technically, it's not new. I've had this blanket for, I don't know, 6, 7 years. I just wanted to change the direction. Normally, I actually sit with the camera facing over here and the windows behind me. I didn't feel like rearranging my whole desktop, so I put up one of those. It's just one of those divider thingies. Just threw a blanket over top of it so it didn't look so boring. Uh, but yeah, I just got tired of being uncomfortable while live streaming. At least this way, it's a little more comfortable. Um, and you know, it's just more comfortable for me. Uh, anyway, so let's see here. What do we got going on? We got Kip, American Bumper to Bumper. He says he can't join. Well, that's okay. Um, let's see. Who do we got? Top people. We got Michigan Mechanic. He is at top place with 7 points. We got Pilot, who's in second with 5. I don't count. So we're just going to say that Plukane is number 4, and Craig is, well, Plukane is number 3, and Craig is number 4. Uh, yes, thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I definitely need those. So, what do you guys got going on today? Anything new interesting? I'm sorry, Kip. I've missed your live stream the last couple of days, but last couple of times. But I've been quite busy with other things. Haven't been home some of the times that you've been on. Definitely do miss Kip's buy it or boot it if you haven't seen his show. It's one of my favorite live streams to join. Don't always stay super long, but it's pretty cool because he goes through Facebook Marketplace and sets a limit of how much he wants to spend for a car and sees what's in a certain area by doing just an area search. It is pretty cool. Of course, I always pick all the classic cars, but some of the stuff that they find it opens your eyes to what's on out there. So eventually, if you get a chance, go check it out. Kip, feel free to put the time and date that your next live stream is on down in the comments for anybody else that wants to go check you out. And of course, we cannot forget Straight Six Fan and Old Car Auto Guys live stream every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central. And unfortunately, I've missed their live stream too because I've been out. Oh, so yeah, Kips is on Wednesday at 8, and then Grant and Old Car Auto Guy Jason's their live stream is on at 8 p.m. on um, bleh, 8 p.m. on Thursday, and then Kip runs another live stream Friday night. I do believe so. So if you guys if you guys like live streams, go check them out. Definitely good times. All right, so let's go over. Mr. Mechanic is still our stream boss, as you can see right below me, right right there. Um, Anybody feels like booting him off, if you donate to the live stream, you can have a chance of kicking him out of the stream boss place and getting somebody else up in there. But I don't know why it doesn't show his actual. Maybe because it doesn't have it. Most of the time, it'll show your icon instead of just a face. Plan on doing regular live streams soon. We'll let you know when I decide what day and what I decide to do. Okay, let me know and we'll promote that crap here. Definitely want to promote my friends. Uh, Definitely something I enjoy doing. So any news in the car community as far as YouTube goes? Anybody seen any of their favorite YouTubers do anything interesting? I know I put out a video last week. It's my first one in like several months. I apologize if it wasn't up to my regular par. Was the first time doing a video on this computer, and also I did lose a lot of footage for that video, so it was not. I had to work with what I had left. Unfortunately, I lost some footage with my hard drive failure, well, SDD failure. Um, so I had lost some footage. Did the best with what I had. I do have at least one or two more videos before I am caught up to where I am at live currently. So I got a couple more backup videos. I do have some other videos to put out, just how-to videos, because they tend to actually are my meat and potatoes for this channel, are my how-to and DIY videos, not necessarily my garage vlogs, which is what I consider the truck. The truck, I'm not really teaching you how to do anything, just letting you know what's going on and where I'm at. So I consider them vlogs. And I apologize if I am talking your ears off, but I have nobody else to talk to except for you guys up here in the chat. So I don't like dead air and am really feeling talky today. Let's see. Cletus is thinking of running a 100 battle of YouTubers at the Freedom Factory. Kip, you're gonna have to explain that one to me because I might have missed. I might have missed that video. I know he was planning on having. I know Cletus was planning on having a cleanup party or a cleanup event at his new track, which I am digging the videos at the new track. It's pretty cool seeing him buy an old track and bring it back to life. Well, that's my eyebrow. Weird. Uh, a 100 lap battle. Okay, I'm not sure if I have Cletus too. I may or may not. I don't know. Yes, Grant, you should go check that one out. It was just a simple video of basically, again, just catching up to where I'm at now. Like I said, I still have a couple more videos to catch up to where the truck is actually running and driving under its own power. But for now, like I said, I got to deal with what I got. So that's the footage I have. I wanted to get it out there because I didn't want to scrap all that footage and also kind of just leave you guys all hanging as to what's going on. Radiators are easy to fix there, Michigan. I'm just making sure everything else is going good here. I don't happen to have anybody not subscribed here in the chat, do I? So one thing that sucks is I get a bunch of people that subscribe during the week, but I have this cool animation for when people subscribe to the channel, and I don't get to see it because nobody subscribes during the live stream. Buying that racetrack is going to be, yeah, it is. And the thing is the only people that I think that would really have worked for is somebody that's into YouTube. I mean, you think about it, that's a lot of work for somebody that's only going to get revenue out of that track by selling tickets. I mean, a YouTuber gets revenue in so many different areas. They're getting revenue from the merch sales. They're going to get revenue from the views on the video itself. They're going to get The track is going to make money by other YouTubers being there. I mean, there are so many ways that track can actually benefit their channel as an investment, other than just straight admission sales. I mean, you think about it, a regular track, they would not make any money until that track opened its doors for its first event. And then even then, it wouldn't be making money. It would be probably just, it would actually have revenue coming in, but I don't think it would be profit. Um, versus, like I said, like a promoter would have to wait until they have sales, until they have ticket sales. Whereas Cletus is already making money off of that track. I mean, granted, it's probably not positive revenue, but it's definitely revenue. I don't know how much he owes on that track and how long it'll be till he's in the positive with that track, but I don't think it'll take very long. Especially if he sticks with it. I mean, geez, those events alone are are huge. His Cletus and Cars events are absolutely enormous. Um, I think he's going to have trouble. I don't think he's going to have trouble filling seats. I think he's going to have trouble having enough seats. Well, there we go. What was I just talking about? Can't even see who it is. Well, thank you for whoever just subscribed. Bill the Harley guy. Well, thank you for joining us, Bill. I don't even know if he knows if he's even in the live stream, but Bill the Harley guy just subscribed to the channel, and you get to see my little animation there. Hopefully that was loud enough. It was loud in my headset. Alert box. Yeah, everything's up, so it should have been loud. Stream boss is a little quiet. Yeah, I had to create that animation. I had the animation of the engine running, but I had to put the sound to it and the text and all that stuff. So, but I thought that fit the channel, so that's why I added it in there. Well, the 100-lap battle will be, he'll be thinking of live streaming and charging $10 to see it live, then posting it on YouTube a week later. I wonder how he's going to go about doing that. I guess he's just going to have to run it as an unlisted video, and you pay to have the link to it. Michigan, if you've ever heard my TA live, it's got a bigger lope than that engine. If Nikolai was in here, he could contest to that, or Alan. I think maybe Alan didn't hear it. I'm not sure if I fired it up for him or not. Definitely enjoying definitely enjoying all you guys chit chatting in here. It definitely makes talking to you guys. Well, technically, I'm talking to a camera and a wall, but you guys here in the chat definitely helps keep the conversation going. The more you guys talk back and forth. We got a Big E in the house. Welcome, Big E. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, jeez.
I know. I'm all talkative tonight. I don't know what the hell's gotten into me.
Maybe it's that. What I just knocked over? No, nothing.
Hopefully nothing important.
No, it's just a little plastic lighter.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's actually a pretty fancy one. It's a clipper, so it's different than everyone's Bic. But I kind of put my own little custom little touch on it a little bit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It doesn't show up well on the camera because of my blue.
Your blue light.
Computer. Hang on a second.
I can go blue, I think.
Yeah, my thing.
Maybe this is the blue one. I don't know.
I got some masking tape here. I can block out this blue light.
We got yellow. I don't know if that helps me any. That's more of a still.
It kind of gives it a warmer hue.
That's kind of a bluey white. Yeah, I think they got 3 colors. I can go brighter. Oh my god!
It'd be better like that. By the light, But
I think I like the white better. It's
oh,
too
get out of
bright.
here! You. I don't know where that went. No, I can see it.
Alrighty. I commented that he should run a contest for a small YouTuber to win a trip to compete. That'd be freaking awesome. See, the thing is what sucks about some of the big YouTubers is they forget about the little YouTubers. Once they get big, they don't play nice with the small ones. Um, which makes it hard for the small ones to grow because it gets you don't have that exposure. But the problem is being on another channel for just once isn't enough for you to for what I would consider for you to gain any good traction. You need to end up on a channel more than once,
There.
like almost like a consistent basis, and you have to have something decent to for people to want to come check your channel out. I mean, for if I were to get called shouted out right now on a big YouTube channel, the problem
Yeah.
is I don't have the content on my channel to support a large influx of subscribers.
Hmm.
I mean, as much as, just being honest here, um, I don't have the money to support the views of a large channel. But then again, getting enough subscribers may end up doing that. Um, at the moment, I'm not ready to make that kind of a leap of a because that would involve taking a risk that I don't feel is worth it at the moment as far as financially. Um, I think the biggest thing I'm literally right now waiting to get the truck out of the shop and get the Nova in and start doing that build.
Yeah.
Because I think that build will give me enough decent content to start bringing in subscribers. Nobody wants to see
Awesome.
a truck with a busted transmission, especially not a Dodge.
Yeah.
And the Trans Am's cool and all, but right now it's just I don't have the. Uh, I don't want to restore that car right now
Yeah.
because I don't where I'm at financially. I don't want to restore that car because the money that I want to put into it, I don't have. So the Nova's be the best choice because I
Mhm.
don't need a shit ton of money to restore it, especially to race car status.
Yeah.
Versus the Nova is more. I mean, the TA is more of a show car.
Hmm.
The Nova is just how much power can I throw at it and how much fun can I have with it when I do. Ugh.
Hmm.
Welcome aboard, pilot. We have a pilot. Everybody put their aviators on. Um,
Oh, mine are in my truck.
yes, exactly. What Grant said about small guy still has to give value. Yes, it doesn't help if you get shouted out on a big channel if you don't have anything to offer the new audience that might be seeing you. Michigan Mechanics is commenting on your lighter. I know that I struggle. My wife and I had been saving money for land, but both her and I now have medical expenses to deal with. So land savings that we just hit our magic threshold, we have to dip into that savings. Yeah, I've had a bunch of stuff going on that has caused me to like this computer that I just built. That wasn't expecting to have to go and buy that or to put money into that, and it cut into some of the other things that I wanted to do. Um,
Hmm.
Granted, now it's going to be quicker and easier to make videos and things like that. So there was a necessary for it. Um, I could have gone more hog wild and build a faster computer, but again, there's that value versus I don't even know how to say that. Basically, the more money that I would have put into it, I would not have gotten as much more of a performance gain after that point.
Uh, I think you're looking for return on investment,
Yeah,
so to speak.
yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. Return on investment. I would not have gotten as much of performance out of spending the more money. Um, if I was strictly for gaming, sure, but
Yeah.
as an editing rig and putting money towards a computer versus putting money towards the content on the channel, I think I balanced it out nicely. Wow, we got 9 people in here right now.
Jeez. Oh, and yes, mechanic, it has got the removable thing.
What is the removable thing?
It's damn it. It's the flint that comes out, and it's a little stick, so you can like back down tobacco in your pipe or some jazz like that.
Oh, okay.
Like on the picture of the thing, it was weird. It looked like someone was like putting it into the back end of a badminton.
Weird.
Yeah, or like an incense cone or something like that. I'm like, why would you do that?
No idea. Oh.
Hmm.
Michigan Mechanics comment.
Oh wow.
Uh,
Oh, since I blocked the blue light, you might be able to see this better now. How it's purple.
nope, I don't
If
see
I
that
can get
it's
the,
purple.
if I can get the light.
What
Nah.
did you make purple?
No, it's this is paint, blah, blah, the chip correction paint for my truck. I don't
Yeah.
know why I pointed it down here somewhere, but it's like a dark maroon, and I over here have some. I gotta go off headset to grab it real quick. Some of this sapphire color shift
Pearl
pearl.
into it? Cool beans.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be just a little bit on a spoon, but then some of it fell onto into it, and I was like,
Ah,
all right, we're fucking
we're doing it now.
yeah, we're doing it now. So I just like made it even, and I don't hate the way it turned out, but I think it was more purple than I was going for.
Yeah.
Like it like instantly dried with all the pearls. Like, oh shit.
Anybody notice that Cloudbot is actually doing his thing and spamming the shit out of chat today?
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
It was up there. I could have sworn I saw it. Yep. Right above.
902.
It was right above Straight Fix Hand saying, "Hey, that's a cool animation." It also let me know that Bill the Harley guy subscribed during chat.
Oh.
Michigan's telling me not to jinx it. Yeah, because it
That's funny.
doesn't always work. Let's see if that works. Curiosity killed the cat, or might have killed Cloudbot. It might work, it might not.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
You guys, you have to give it a second. Doesn't always. There it goes.
Oh, there it is.
Gotta give it a minute. Let's see.
What?
Everybody that's in here right now gets 100 points. There you go. Everybody that's in here right now gets 100 points.
Whee!
Just because you guys are fucking awesome. Free points, free points. Let's have a contest, man. All right, let's see. Let's see. What can we do? We're gonna play for points. Just because I can. 100 points. I feel rich. All right, let's see. Whoever can guess my favorite color in the and I'm gonna send it to E just so that way I'm not cheating. Whoever can guess my favorite color will get 100 points. Just because. So I gotta find your name. I was just talking to you. There you are. All right, there you go. You got that, Biggie?
Yeah, someone already guessed it.
Really? God
Yeah,
damn,
look.
Michigan.
Son of a bitch.
All right.
He is on point.
right? Damn.
Damn.
How the hell did you guess that? Like that's not easy. Like how much purple shit do I actually have that's channel related? That somebody
Not a
would know
lot.
purple would be my favorite.
Oh shit, I probably don't want to heat that up.
Uh,
You look like a purple dude, Grim says.
oh, thanks.
Oh, it's funny.
All right, if you check your points, Michigan, it should be in there. If you don't know how to check your points, exclamation point points, and you can check how many points you have. You do earn points slowly by just being in the live stream, but you earn more points by participating and me awarding you
So
points.
sparkly.
All right. No, I am not a Ravens fan. It is not my no, definitely not a Ravens fan. Did you hear about the Corvettes not again took away another option for the 2020 Corvette?
Oh, I saw what it was, but I don't remember what it was.
It's the side skirts, the carbon
Oh,
fiber side like that goes along the running board and then it comes up right in front of the back tire
yeah.
out of carbon fiber. Yep, they're gone. They
Jeez.
nixed those. No, but I agree with that, Michigan. I resemble that remark. I am not a stick and ball fan. I don't mind going to sporting events, but I don't follow any particular stick and ball sport. Um, in fact, actually, since I stopped following NASCAR, I don't think there's any sport that I actually die hard follow. Um, I like watching like Bounty Hill runs. Mainly, I find them on YouTube though. Extreme off road, extreme automotive sports. I tend to watch, but I don't know them enough to tell you who all has what vehicle. I just enjoy watching them.
You know what's an awesome motorsport to watch?
What?
Stadium super trucks.
Yes. Oh my God, that those are freaking awesome.
I
I'm
remember there was one race where someone went off a jump weird and rolled their truck, and I think it was what's that guy's name? Oh, he was a NASCAR driver at one point. Robbie Gordon.
Robbie Gordon. Yep, he's got his freaking hands in just about anything that has a steering wheel.
Yeah, I think it was him. He hit the ramp the dude went off of sideways. It just two wheels. It just went past them on two wheels.
I've seen them jump over each other. I have seen them land into the back of each other.
Oh
I have
yeah,
seen so many things wild with that.
that's like full
Um,
contact racing right there.
yeah, I stopped watching NASCAR when Gordon quit. In fact, I would have stopped sooner, except for I was still a Gordon fan. I have not been a fan of NASCAR since probably the Car of Tomorrow, and before that, it was even iffy before that. So, there you go. There's Streamlabs.
But
Cloud Pop is still it's doing it. All right, see you later, Kip. Anyone else watch the King of the Hammers live streams? They were good this year. Stadium Super Trucks is a cool race. What is King of the Hammers? Is that a stadium event? Stadium truck event?
no, King of the Hammers is like Baja 500 on steroids.
Oh, so something I would
Like
be
there,
into.
yeah, there's like wide open stretches, and then there's parts where you got to rock crawl. So you got to be a jack of all trades, really.
Oh, that does sound like it. You know what I used to love?
Donut Media actually did one of their bumper to bumper segments on a King of the Hammers vehicle. I don't remember what it was.
What was it?
It was a naturally aspirate. Well, it's pretty much a 600 horsepower
What was
four
the
wheel drive
channel?
buggy.
What was the
Donut
channel?
Media.
Okay, so that guy he just had a health issue not too long ago, didn't he? I think he had a heart attack.
Who?
The guy who does the donut media is the heavy set guy, right?
No, there's a lot of people on Donut Media, and they're all thinner.
No, who's the one that does the one where he doesn't necessarily have the vehicle right in front of? Well, I guess he does, but he does a lot of After Effects with his shows.
I don't know.
Hold on, this is why I still have a laptop set over here. Helps if I spell my own password right.
Yeah, generally.
And just pull up. Oh shit! Crap! Forgot. Don't have a mouse. Ah, freaking shit balls. No dead air. No dead air. Oh shit! Where's it? Oh, it's down here. My work computer is different than this one, and I am now used to using the work computer instead of my regular computer. Um, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Let's see if it is the same channel that I'm thinking of. Yeah, it is Donut Media. I'm just not sure which character it is. Um, it
I'll see what I can
is.
find.
Uh, yeah, it's. Look up. Tell me if you know who this is. Look up the for Donut Media.
Yeah.
Um, look up Dodge Demon. Everything you need to know up to speed. I think that's the right guy. No, actually, no, just look up Fox Body Mustang. Everything you need to know. He might be all. Yeah, you know what, I think he does all of the everything you need to know ones. I know negative on the snow here, Michigan. We were supposed to get snow on Friday, and we got a sprinkling. We got maybe a half inch to an inch, and it was gone pretty quickly.
Hmm.
Did you find the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I guess I could try to pull it up on here, but I have like everything all purposely um, spaced.
Oh,
Michigan,
he apparently survived the heart attack.
yeah, he did. I'm not saying he died. I just said he had a heart. I just said he had a health problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's put out any new videos,
Probably not.
it was a little bit ago. It was on. I forget where I saw it.
Probably from all the Nazi drinks that sponsored.
Yeah, it looks like the no. Yes, yeah. He just put up the Fox Body one, which was just a week ago.
Hmm.
So it was a before that he had the issue.
Hmm.
Because it was on. You know where I saw it from? Life
No.
Apollos.
No.
Yeah, he had it on there. I could probably tell you exactly when it was then. Because all I gotta do is find that one. Second one on my search. But I don't know his name. Do you know his name?
That guy's name?
Yeah.
Uh, James something.
Oh my
James
god.
Pumphrey?
Yeah. I'm not sure. But my kid is listening to nursery rhymes behind this curtain, and I
Really?
just caught myself humming along with it. Is that sad or what?
Kind of.
Doo doo doo. Oh, I am struggling so hard not to hum along with that. So hard. Oh damn, that was been about a while ago because I'm down. I'm down. No, that's 6 months ago.
You had the heart attack 6 months ago?
No, no, I'm back 6 months ago. I don't
Oh.
think I should be back there because he uploads quite regularly. So
Mm-hmm.
because he uploads almost every day. I don't understand how I'm back 6 months ago. I just did it. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
That was the bear went over the mountain, and I just totally sang along with it. I'm not going to sit here and spend any more time trying to find it, but oh, there it is. It was 3 months ago.
Oh.
The name of the video is Houston announces fate of YouTube channel, and then Donut Media something.
Hmm.
That was the name of the video. It was 3 months ago. So yeah, he had his heart incident 3 months ago.
Jeez.
And there's geez, I just looked up Streambot freaking spam the channel again.
Mm.
Oh, fact, geez, it's 3 times in the last God knows how long. Anyone else watch the? We just the Good Night Bunker. Damn, 8 to 10 inches in Michigan, six to
Jeez.
five in 6.5 in wherever Pilot's at. I didn't know he
That's
had a heart
Milwaukee.
attack. Yeah, he makes some really good movie videos, but apparently he's still back to making them. So go check him out. Then there's the snow to deal with. 61 in New Mexico. Damn. What is it here?
I can tell you it's damn cold up here.
Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
35 degrees.
Tonight, expect a low of 34 degrees.
Right here it is.
Tomorrow,
No, thank you.
That sounds wrong.
What?
24 degrees.
It's 34 degrees here. It'll be 34 degrees tonight.
Last night it was fucking below zero. I wasn't too impressed about that.
That's right. Jacob is up here by us. He's
No.
one of Matt MPG's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep shutting off my screen by force of habit. No.
What phone screen?
Yeah, I keep shutting it off, and I go back into the freaking live stream on YouTube, and I hit full screen by force of habit.
Well, we won't have a Kristen tonight.
Yeah.
Because apparently Chris, if anybody's in here and knows Chris, he normally has the Peterbilt sign behind him when he comes up here on the live stream. He is dealing with some ice and snow on his truck route tonight, so everybody keep him in your prayers and wish him good luck and a safe trip, because nothing scarier in a truck than freaking ice and snow. That's a lot of weight to stop without traction.
Yeah, 40,000 pounds in the trailer, plus the trailer, plus the truck.
Yep. Yes, trees covered in snow do look pretty. Snow on the road's not my favorite thing to do.
Oh, when I read that, I thought that said tires.
No, I don't really like snow on my tires unless it's my off-road truck and I'm playing.
I swear I'm like borderline dyslexic sometimes.
That's okay. I'm dyslexic all the time.
Do that shit at work. I'll grab something and I'll take it out to where I need it, and then I look at it again and I'm like, I missed this somehow.
Yeah.
This isn't what I need. And I get pissed.
I keep thinking that somebody's freaking messaging me and it's just stupid freaking social media crap. I have you got to think about it. All of my social media notifications for the YouTube channel plus my own private stuff all goes to that phone. And email. So I'll get a message if something happens on Facebook. Well, it'll send an email to my freaking whatever, which I'll get a notification from Facebook plus an email. Oh, I used to get text messages too. I stopped that. Busted Knuckles new video, twin turbo wheelie bus. No, and I love the Busted Knuckles channel. That's where I watch a lot of the Bounty Hill stuff. So I'll have to go pop over there and check that out. I did notice it looked like Send It Steve picked up another car again.
Oh Christ, here we go.
Well, you saw he had the Avalanche, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he got a white Avalanche.
No, cool.
Actually, my thing is coming up on recommended. That's funny. Let's see. Ben from Ignited Garage has a local charity drift event video he just put up 50 minutes ago. Apparently, Vehicle Virgins having a couple feuds with a few people.
Hmm.
DDE, and I saw like the other day, um, he was having a fight with what the hell's his name? Joy.
No idea.
He's going out with Amelia. Uh, Amelia, what's her name? I'm horrible with names, so bear with me. And I'm trying to use my mouse over here to move the screen on the laptop. I'm all
Rip.
out of sorts. Yep. Basically. Yeah, it looks like I want to say like a Malibu. No, maybe not. Maybe it's a red car. I can't tell what it is. I also saw Jimbo. Do you remember Jimbo?
No.
Peacock named Jimbo's channel.
Nope.
He went over and started a YouTube channel with a couple other people called Savage Garage.
Mm-hmm.
He apparently just picked up a Lamborghini.
Oh.
And that gorgeous freaking truck that Whistle and Diesel had, the Ford that did that had the adjustable lift,
Yeah.
he destroyed it.
Oh.
I mean, we all knew that was coming, right? I think.
Rob's.
Trying to see what else I got going on here. Just scrolling down. I'm literally just scrolling down my recommendeds.
Hmm.
There is Grant and Jason's show for Thursday. Ooh, what's that? Sam Crack getting a $500 full paint job on his worn out Ferrari.
Hmm.
Does anybody else watch RC Sparks? I mean, technically it's automotive, but it's not.
I kinda did at one point.
He has that Loading Kings show.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking show is awesome. Do. I don't know. I don't really see anything super else interesting because a lot of the other stuff that I have going on. Oh, Revenge of the Apocalypse. He Amato's Raceway. He went and saw the abandoned Amato Raceway, and he did a whole abandoned exploration
Hmm.
of that old racetrack. I don't even think there's anything left of the track itself. I think it's all overgrown by woods.
Oh.
I haven't watched it yet because it's an hour and 2 minutes, and I haven't had an hour and 2 minutes to devoted to sit down and watch the whole thing. Yes, way to go, Jesse. Loading Kings is freaking awesome. I just watched. He had a new guy on today. He didn't do too bad. He did.
Hmm.
He did end up getting fired, which they're getting fired is you either knock over the dock manager or some other thing. I think he tipped over the porta potty,
Oops.
and he had to get the porta potty and load it on the truck, and he didn't have the forks all the way in. So when he went to go lift the porta potty, the back half of the porta potty's heavy. So when he went and lifted up, it just went, and over it went.
Oh.
It's freaking. Michigan, you saying you gave up on finding a truck for now? Pilot, are you talking about my I quit my job? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, Jacob. Alan's video is definitely on my to do list. I just haven't been able to set enough time to watch that thing in total. And I know if I start watching it and I get interrupted, I probably won't be able to. I probably won't remember to go back and finish watching it, just because ADD and too many other things. Oh, pilot, I quit my job at the state hospital, middle of end of January, and I started a new job up closer to my home that should hopefully free up my schedule a little bit more once I'm done through training to be able to do more work for YouTube and other things. And it's a Monday through Friday job predominantly, and it's closer to home, so hopefully it means I can have more of a life instead of living at work. Because it used to be I got up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work, and I normally wouldn't get home until 5:30 at night. And because I have my kids every other weekend for visitation, and I worked every other weekend for work, it didn't leave much time except for one day during the week to be able to do anything content wise. So literally, I was just like, and then of course, if anything interrupted that one day, I was totally boned until the next week. So yeah, so hopefully this will mean that I can hopefully get more content out there. I have another big surprise, another big announcement coming up shortly. I can't say what it is at the moment, but we'll have another announcement within a little while. Oh, does anyone watch? I can't even pronounce that. Is that Watch Junior Go? He's building an LS powered Rolls Royce burnout car for Cletus and Cars. It's a cool build. I can see that being a cool build. I'm not very much interest in Rolls Royces. I bet you it's gonna
LS
look for.
though.
What?
The LS though, it's probably an older Rolls Royce.
Yeah, but again, LSs. I mean, though yes, I am putting a modern engine in my Nova. LSs really do not. They don't. They don't get me going. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh.
there's so they're in everything. You know what I mean? It's just like got to the point to where okay, it's got an LS in it. You know,
Mm.
it's one of those been there, done that, whatever. You know, I mean, like I said, granted, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm not going with it. What depends on what size LS is he putting in that Jesse? Because that does definitely. Because I mean, if it's just like a, I want to say if it's a 5.3 or smaller, unless they turbocharge it, it doesn't. It's not going to be really like, oh my god, wow.
Hmm.
I mean, I like the 6.0s, but then again, I'm a big block person. I like big cubic inches, which you know, the typical LS is what a 4.8, and then the 5.3.
Um.
I think are the two that most people use. So I mean, when you say you're going to drop an LS in something, it really, really depends on what LS you're dropping in it. Because yeah, sure, there's a really puny LS out there, and even the 5.3 is still kind of puny. I mean, if you think about it, a 5.3 is really only a 327, which really isn't that big. See, now an LT4 and LS9, those are some big motors. It's an old Rolls Royce. The engine was bad, and they put it. They put it. Well, that's because that's what they used to do way back when. Remember, uh, back in the '80s and so, when the Porsches would die, they would stuff a small block Chevy under the hood because it was cheaper to throw a small block Chevy under the hood than it was to rebuild the Porsche engine that was in it.
Yeah.
Especially finding parts back in the '80s, and it's the same thing now. You know, to get one of these supercars or rare cars running with the original engine, the parts are so hard to find and so expensive. You know that the cars end up sitting and rotting somewhere because people can't afford to fix them.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean he's probably well. I I was gonna say he's probably doing this car a favor, but taking it to Cletus and Cars, it'll have 15 minutes of fame and then probably die.
Hmm.
I mean that's if he sends it. It's an old
People
Rolls
have been
Royce
known
and
to send it before.
what?
People have been known to send
Almost
it at Cletus and
everybody has to
Cars.
freaking try to send it there because they're trying to freaking get noticed. It is a 5.3 or a 6.0. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, I like the 6.0s or bigger. I mean, if I could find myself a 427 LS, I would. But I think that that's out of my price range at the moment because I mean, I want the um, shoot. What is it? What is the LSA? What size is that?
6'2".
6'2"? Yeah. So yeah, it's just above 400 cubic inches.
Yeah, LSA is 6'2". That's 556 or 580 horsepower.
Yeah. Well, with the supercharger on it,
Um,
I think those are the ones that are making like 600 some horsepower, aren't they?
yeah, it's got to be.
Because that's what they stick in the LT ones
Well, this doesn't say.
and the
I'm on the
Corvette
Wikipedia page for.
CTSVs.
I'm on the wiki page for LS-based GM small block engines, and it says it's 93 octane required, but a
Mm-hmm.
9-to-1 compression ratio.
Yeah, that's why it's 93 octane.
Yeah.
My Nova requires 93. Well, the
What's the
motor
compression
that was in my Nova, the 350, because that was
ratio?
like 11-to-1 compression. Because I stuck the 305 heads on the 350.
Yeah. There's only one LS with 11-to-1 compression. I lied, two. There's the LS7 and
That was
the
in
LS6
the that was in the no, that was in the supercharged Corvette. That was the LS7. Wasn't that the 427 Corvette?
Wait, that I think so.
Yeah, I want to say that was the 427 naturally aspirated Corvette.
Yeah, that was the C6 Z06.
Yeah. Well, like I said, my epic plans, if money ever fell in my lap, would be to drop an LSA motor in the Nova. That would happen to be finding a Camaro or a
Jesus
Cadillac
Christ.
cheap enough and having money in the bank enough to be able to pick it up, to be able to use it as a donor.
Well,
Um,
apparently there's two LS engines with 11.5-to-1 compression ratios.
mhm.
There's the LT1 and from 2014 to present, and the L86, also 2014 to present.
What engine? What cars were they put in?
This does not say.
I want to say that's either got to be a Cadillac, a Camaro, or the Corvette.
Well, 455 horsepower out of the LT1 minimum, and 420 out of the L86.
I want to say the LT1 is probably in the Cadillac. It's probably the non-supercharged CTS.
Wait, isn't the LT1 the one that came in? It was the base engine for the last generation Corvette?
You said 2014? Yeah, C7.
Yeah. Yeah,
That might
I
have
saw
been
that.
that might have been the base engine for the Z06 Corvette. Because I guarantee you that's not the base engine for the Stingray. Because I think the base engine for the Stingray only had like 400.
Well, we have the power of the internet at our fingertips.
Correct, correct.
Oh, I should have spelled it right.
Maybe.
There's the 6.2 liter LT1 V8, the 6.2 liter LT4 supercharged V8, and the 6.2 liter LT5 supercharged V8. So, yeah, it's the base engine.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess the Corvette, the Stingray did have over, would you say 400 and some? Well,
455 to
yeah.
460. No, what about the L86? But okay, that's a gun,
That's a gun.
not an engine. For whatever reason, I type in L86 and it brings up SA80. It's some kind of carbine, assault rifle, a light support weapon, and a carbine used by the UK.
Yeah. Anybody who's in here at 10 o'clock, giving an extra 50 points to.
Sweet.
Maybe we should do another. Should do another contest.
Oh, it wasn't LS6 in the Rolls Royce?
No, he said well, he said it was an LS. He didn't say what it was.
No, Jesse just said it was a LS6.
Oh, so the 5.7. Okay, that's at least a 350.
Yeah, 385 horsepower minimum.
And he's adding NOS to it, so
It's only going to go up.
whoop. Well, until it goes out.
Shh. We don't talk about that until it happens.
Until one of the Pistons decide that it wants a divorce from the other 8.
Yeah.
Well, the other 7. All right. Let's see. How many points should this question be worth? My first car.
How many points was the last one worth?
The last one was 100. Can't hear you. Nope, you're dead.
I somehow flicked the mute switch on my thing. And
Good job.
I said 200.
200. Okay. 200 points. First person to guess my first car. You have to get the either the year and the make or the make and the model correct. I'm not gonna make you get. If you get all 3, it's 300 points. The year, make, and model. If you get all 3.
300 points on a restraining order.
Right? I'll give it another couple of minutes.
You're gonna make me mad. You're not stuck.
Wow, considering there's only one person that guessed so far. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. Feel free to also share this live stream with your friends. Get some more people in here, and like I said, can only have more fun the more people we have in here. Chats get real. Remember when we used to have like 20 some people before I?
Yeah.
My God. We used to, damn, the freaking chat would used to blow up then.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had that hiatus, and then that was right before the computer started taking a crap.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to get on all the time, and then people lost interest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What the hell?
I'm going to give you guys a few minutes, but somebody has already guessed part of it. Just saying.
No.
I'm going to give you a clue. It was not the Chevy Nova. That was actually my second car. Oh, God, no.
Mm.
What was that? The 3rd gen Escort was so freaking ugly.
Echo.
Echo, stop.
Dismiss.
Jesus Christ.
Somebody's trying to.
Yeah, I'm aware. Hang on a second.
No? That's it? All right. Well,
Ball. Ball. Here, ball.
yeah.
Ball.
All right. So I'm gonna give it to Grimm's Auto Service. It was a Ford Escort. I guess technically I have to give it to Jesse as well because he did guess Ford Escort, but he didn't guess the correct year. Um, Luca. Yeah, you want to go night night? Then I bet you that you go out there and go watch Flippy. Um, it was a '95 four-door Ford Escort. So, oh sweet. All right, so I'm going to give both Jesse and Grimm's Auto Service 200 points. All right. What was the other one? Grimm. There we go. And it is 10:02, so everybody gets 50 points. There we go. That puts Grimm Auto Service in the lead with 354 points. Ugh. Right? Uh, I think that. Oh, actually, might even be a little more. Da, 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 dee, dee, da. Da, da, da. I think maybe. Da, 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 da. I have no idea where Biggie went. Uh, that must be a big family there, Grim. Ugh, I almost lost my beer. Is that the Bronco you have now there, Jesse? By the way, Jesse has an absolute gorgeous baby blue Bronco. Uh, Complete with hand controls. Were you ever able to go get your license there, Jesse? Excuse me. Ooh, Mercury Sable. That was what? The Ford Taurus, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. Luca, you want to go night night? Threaten my kid with bedtime. I didn't yet. Want to study the test a little more and put seatbelts in my truck. Ooh, that's a good idea. No, only me, my wife, and two boys, but I made everything from scratch. Ooh, Grim, what did you make? I'm definitely a foodie, so hit me with it. What did you make? Made some awesome. I don't even know what to call it. It was made some rice with some chicken and black beans and corn and tomatoes. with it was a kind of like a Southwest Louisiana spicy kind of rice. It was so good. Uh, hey, Bill, the Harley guy, welcome aboard.
Bye. Here we go, Lily Lou. Bye. We've been invited to a party. I wonder who the party is for. Let Lily Lou find out.
77 Malibu. Hey, I can go with the 77. My second car was the 77 Nova. Ugh.
Back here. Back. Back.
You're being a butt.
Yes, he is.
Back.
No, not back. Put it down. Ah, don't put it in my face. I said put it down.
What is he doing?
Back here.
No, not back here. Put it down.
What is he doing? My kid,
Good.
my kid's being a
Down.
butt behind me.
Mine.
No. Mine. I don't want to hear it.
Stop it.
You stop it.
Stop it.
You stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
You stop it.
Oh, shoot.
Stop it.
No, you stop it. You.
Do, 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 do.
Bucket. 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 See bucket?
Yeah, I see.
Sorry
your
for being
bucket.
quiet here. Hold on. Had to
Wheel.
do some emergency
See wheel.
fixing here.
Wheel.
Just chicken and biscuits. We didn't have a tube of biscuits, so I had to make everything from scratch. You know what? Scratch biscuits are so freaking good, though. There we go. Hopefully I didn't just accidentally disappear.
Four. Woo! Bucket. Bucket.
Uh, Thank you, Bill. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I didn't just disappear there for a second. I accidentally closed a window. I didn't mean to. Uh, oh. You'll have to let me know in the comments whether or not I had poofed or not. I didn't know if it would keep streaming even if I wasn't up. Ugh. Anyway, goat meat roast with guacamole, pickled beets, and toast. I don't think I've ever had that. Again, homemade bread is the best. 71 Chevy stepside that my dad bought when I was in third grade and gave it to me. There you go, man. Those are memories. And those 70s and 80s stepsides trucks were so freaking cool looking. Way better than the trucks we have today that are considered stepsides. I definitely have a sweet spot for the Chevy short bed stepside trucks. The long beds weren't bad either, but I like the short bed stepsides. Especially when they're if it's a two-wheel drive and it's like not slammed down to the ground, but just lowered just a little, just to give it a little bit of a low mean look, kind of more of like a muscle truck look. Personally, I like the smooth side beds for four-wheel drive lifted trucks. Oh no, no, oh my god. 1968 Ford F100 step side. I like the full size, like the F250s from the mid '80s, early '90s, before they went to that new body style. So the old square body Fords, um, those look so mean when they're lifted. Um, Definitely one of my favorite ones. Mm. Do 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 do. Ah, those nursery rhymes back there are killing me. By the way, Jess.
Too bad.
uh, yeah, if I figure something to talk about. Let's go check the old interwebs and see what's going on in the going ons. So, what all YouTubers do you guys watch? Hey, we got Ken from Ignited Garage in the house. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We are talking about our first cars, Ignited. Ken, what's your first car? Welcome back. Welcome back. We can't hear you. You got to unmute your mic.
I don't know how it happened again.
What do you mean?
How I muted this because I muted myself like on
No, you
the
didn't.
screen.
No, you were unmuted the whole time.
What?
You were unmuted on the screen. I saw you click your mic before you took the phone call.
Oh.
So yeah, that was your own fault. So
I pay attention.
Biggie, not that I
Huh?
don't already know this. What was your first car?
I think it was a Hot Wheels car actually.
No, come on. We're talking about legit.
2008 Chevy fucking Lemon.
2008 Chevy POS Avalanche, right? The POS
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah. Not because it's a Chevy or because it's an Avalanche, because of the place it came from.
Yeah, it was the found in the shop every week truck.
Yeah, just about.
Ken says his first car was a Sunfire. What generation Sunfire? Because that's the big difference. I like the Sunfire from. Actually, no, I think the old ones were actually called Sunbirds, weren't they?
I don't know.
The Sunfires, I think, were the same generation as my Cavalier. That
Maybe.
was it 90 late 90s, early 2000s? I think was a Sunfire.
Could be.
Oh my god, I love my friend Pete. My friend Pete is the shit. I haven't watched a whole lot of him recently. I mean, I understand supporting him for the move to Moab, but his content has kind of gone left field from what I'm used to. It's really, oops, I just turned my light out on me. Self, crap. There we go. Ooh, so bright, so bright. Oof. There we go. That's a little better. Um, I haven't watched a lot of his content recently because of the I don't know. I used to love watching him do the muscle cars and the different stuff and going through restoring them, but some of his current videos aren't aren't the same. Um, but yeah, I'm sure once he gets done with the move and starts to get back into the swing thing, his videos will go back to the way they were. Anyway, the Craig 909. I think I've seen his. He does some carburetor videos, if I'm not mistaken. He did a couple carburetor videos, and I think that's how I found his channel. 76 Ford Maverick. Are you there, Biggie?
Yeah.
76 Ford Maverick. You gonna live?
No, hopefully not.
Well, I don't think that lung is any good for the black market, though.
Oh, I mean, it's probably black for all I know. Feels like it is.
uh,
No, that's not what I mean by black market. My bad.
no. I think YouTube's on crack because oh no maybe because it said I had 10,
Viewers.
10 people and I only see 7.
Rip.
Yeah, it's saying 10 people.
Smooth.
I think it's a little I think it's a little off there. Oh no, we have 8 now. Maybe it is right.
Perhaps.
Coronavirus. What about the coronavirus? I'm
But I'm
still
not drinking
here.
Corona.
Oh, you're the one with the coronavirus. Jess was telling me earlier that the coronavirus is technically just a common cold. It is just this particular strand of the coronavirus that is actually taking.
No, the coronavirus is a overall umbrella term for respiratory viruses.
Okay.
You have to look up the specific name of the specific strand that is going around that is killing people.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. So she put me in my place and corrected me because it was her information to begin with. So yeah, it apparently it is the generic term for a respiratory virus, and there's one particular strand of that virus that is wiping people out left and right.
And center.
I know I saw on YouTube the other day the original person that found this particular strand and treated the first case. That doctor died
Oh,
of the coronavirus.
sweet Jesus.
Just old people.
Mm.
You need to floss your throat a little there, buddy. I don't know how that'll help, but. Pretty sure the Chinese government is downplaying infected and death. Maybe, but
It won't be
it's here.
downplayed.
It's it's here. There's been a couple of people that have passed away in the United States from it.
A plane that came back from China was quarantined. I heard.
Same with a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coronavirus outbreak more deadly than SARS outbreak, according to NBC Nightly. Thank you, YouTube, for that information.
Yeah.
I don't really like talking news and politics on this channel, but because then it ends up getting really, really heated. I don't see anything else. What's up?
My town's got this stupid little fucking. It's like a skid steer, but it's got a little plow on it, and they use it for going around on the sidewalks and clearing up the snow.
Yeah.
They're using it on my fucking sidewalk.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, for fucking real, but they can post pictures of it on Facebook. Like, yeah, look at people doing their job. Not where you live. Bastards.
My God, there's a CNC intricate pumpkin carving machine.
That sounds like a jack-o'-lantern with more steps.
Mobile home with attached garage. A 2-bay garage at that.
A what? I'm sorry.
A double-wide mobile home with a 2-bay garage.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either. Just going through their thingies here. Did you see the tour from Cletus's Freedom Factory?
Yeah.
The again, you always have those typical kids that have to fucking go in there and just fucking trash the place just because they think they can get away with
Yeah.
shit.
Now I go in there just to see it.
Exactly. That's what when
I'd be
I
like, "Whoa, this stuff is
when I
cool.
go
Look at this stuff. We could break it."
yeah when I go explore places that are abandoned, I don't go in there to trash places. I go in there to just look because
Hmm.
curiosity. You know what does the place look like when it's been forgotten about for however many years? You know
Yeah.
that's more it's more of a curiosity thing for me, not a. I feel like this is like a place where I can just like fucking destroy shit or
Yeah.
steal, loot. You know, it's you know like time just stops, and it's cool to see what something looked like you know that hasn't been touched in years.
Yeah.
Ignited, you knew I saw your burnout video. At least I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one. He has an LS powered drift car, and he did a burnout video in his garage. I think that was right before my last live stream, and completely whited out the whole garage and stuffed the car up against the side of the wall.
Jeez.
And he trapped his other half inside a little tiny side compartment in the garage because the car came. That's the direction the car came
Oh my
was towards
god.
that wall, and she couldn't see where she was at all because literally the whole garage just was covered in smoke.
Mm, that's funny.
He said that his dad was pissed because not because they did a burnout, but because he wasn't there to see it.
Wow. That's funny.
That's fucking epic.
That's hilarious.
I'm not pissed that you did a burnout. I'm pissed you didn't wait for me to get home.
Mm-mm.
Uh oh, that's not. He said that plane came back and was landed in Canada. It's 20 minutes from
Oh,
Ken's house. We better put on your gas mask, man. Coronavirus isn't much worse than a bad cold or isn't as bad as they make it sound. Well, it's bad enough it's taking people out. Just saying.
well, the people it's killing are probably already immunocompromised, like
Probably, but
older
still.
people or people who have leukemia or something like that, don't have as strong of an immune system.
Well, yeah. I mean, but though technically that is Mother Nature's way. You
Yeah.
know, that is how Mother Nature, you know, controls shit. We have been circumventing Mother Nature for freaking years, cheating the the cycle of life.
Proverbial. Yeah.
Nature's checks and balances, which is disease.
And also making stupid people.
Well, that we definitely do. I had an argument the other day in training because, and this goes back to YouTube. Literally, somebody started their YouTube channel like four months ago,
Yeah.
already monetized, which means they had to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, right?
Hmm.
In 4 months, and is already making like money. Do you know what he does?
What?
Eats in front of the camera.
Oh, fucking course.
Like, really? You have channels out there that are literally like freaking art and education and stuff, and those channels struggle to get views, and yet somebody that's gonna sit in front of a camera chewing like a fucking cow, becomes instantly popular. It's such freaking crap.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. I mean,
And by
like,
that math, I'd be rich already.
I know, right? If I
I
wasn't
started
sit
just
here and chew in front
filming
of a
it.
camera, well, I drink beer in front of a camera. I mean, come on, why am I not famous?
I just did. I mean, look, it's right here.
Why am I not famous?
For real.
Thin the herd, as Bill Purr put it. Basically, unfortunately, that is a sad thing. I mean, we as uh, we as human beings have been saving people that should be genetically destined to not exist for centuries.
Too long.
Uh, you knew there was, and technically, I shouldn't. I mean, anybody that has to wear glasses, anybody that has asthma, you know, technically, You know, probably wouldn't have made it if this was an actual,
We didn't have access to modern medicine and
right.
stuff.
And we actually had to depend on our own skills to be able to survive. There
Instead,
was
we go to the store to buy food.
yeah, Ken, I saw that. He said there's a place in China that had the same symbol as the Umbrella Corp in Resident Evil. It is the town that the coronavirus originated in. There is a company that has a blue and white version. I mean, I don't know. I haven't. I don't know if I want to say this because I don't know if it's confirmed. But there is a company that is supposedly has the umbrella symbol in blue and white in the town that the coronavirus started in, and if you also mix the letters up for coronavirus, it spells raccoon.
Why you gotta point stuff out like that?
Because it's supposed to be, Resident Evil.
Aren't there two C's in raccoon though?
Huh?
Are there two C's in raccoon?
R2 season what?
There's two C's and two O's in raccoon.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, there is. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. Aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So I type in raccoon into Google to, check its spelling at the very bottom. Wait, no, I'll start from the top. There's raccoon. It's just, auto filling it now.
Right.
There's raccoon Rex, raccoon dog, raccoon tracks in snow, raccoon skull, raccoon prince, raccoon city, Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And last but not least, raccoon poop.
Resident Evil made the list though.
Yeah, I wish I could make this up. It'd be even better if raccoon poop was first.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know if that's an actual credited source or accredited information, but I did see it circulating on Facebook. So, because everything on Facebook is automatically legit.
Yeah, or just the internet.
Yeah, the internet in general. We're legit, right? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're all just. Excuse me. Maybe we're all just a figment of your imagination. When I do videos, I learn as I go, not into a big rush to be that popular. Exactly. I've been at this since 2000, and I think my first video was 2013. Granted, it was back then. Literally, YouTube was you film it, you upload it. There was no editing. The average person did not edit videos on YouTube at that point in time. At that point in time, it wasn't, people weren't necessarily on YouTube to become famous. They ended up famous on YouTube around the people that started around that time ended up famous on YouTube easier. But
Yeah.
really, that wasn't a place you went to go get famous. That didn't start until I want to say around 2015 ish, 2014, 2015. Because technically, I started my YouTube channel in 2012.
Yeah.
But like I said, it wasn't until for me it wasn't until like 2014 or 2015 that I started actually editing my videos and making them more than like freaking a couple minutes. I didn't have my first dedicated editing software until I want to say 2000. Oh, I have to go back and go look. But I don't. I want to say it definitely was. I think my first edited video was the one with the windshield wipers on the Nova. So that would have been 2014. Because it was after I bought the TA, or right before I bought the TA. Because I did the exhaust on the Nova. Those were literally just anything to do with the Nova before I bought the TA. None of that stuff was edited.
Mm-hmm.
It was just point, shoot, upload. It was when I started to get even the first couple of the ones with the TA. The day I bought the TA, all three of those videos were point, shoot, upload. Technically, they could have been put together as one video.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I want to say it wasn't until I started tearing apart the engine on the TA um, to do the collapse lifter that
Yeah.
I started editing the videos and piecing videos together to make a single video.
Hmm.
See you later. Who's leaving? All right, see you later, Ken. And it's just been a learning curve since then. I mean, I'm up to now paying for my video software, having dedicated services to find music. Um, Geez, I'm paying for a service to analyze my videos and analyze other people's videos so I can see what they're doing that's making money and what's not, or at least what's getting views and what's not.
Hmm.
So I mean, but again, I am no, it's to the point now to where I am, me making videos for YouTube is no longer free. You know, when you first start, you use free software. You don't spend a whole lot of money making your videos. Da 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 da. I'm at the point now to where I'm putting money into the channel. Geez, this Streamlab stuff, the basic part's free, but all of this stuff that I have put in here isn't free. And why is that look funny? Oh, I know why. There we go. There, that's better. Except for now, you can't see that crap on the bottom. Damn it. There we go. Boop. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it's now to the point to where, and I'm thinking about getting Adobe Premiere because honestly, I use Filmora 9 right now, and I'm frustrated. The stupid stuff that I can't do, like I can't have an object track something on another frame. So like, let's say I want to replace somebody's face with a smiley, and I want it to whatever. I can't tell it to follow this particular shape on the film. I literally would have to go there frame by frame and move the smiley for every frame.
Oh my god.
And that's part of what I ran into when I started doing the new intro for the truck videos. I
Yeah.
couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. I couldn't get it to. What did I try to do? I tried to get just the truck to come down, bounce, and sit in a spot,
Yeah.
which it was supposed to bounce on top of the NOVAtazz logo.
Hmm.
And it literally wanted to bounce the whole frame, not just that one layer.
Jesus.
I was like, no, I just want you to bounce that one layer. That's it.
Hmm.
Not the whole. I didn't want you to like cut the whole film and bounce the whole film into the scene. No, just that one layer. That's all I wanted, and it wouldn't do it.
Jesus.
Like I said, unless I sat there and moved just the truck frame by frame in every frame. But the problem with doing that again is it's not going to look smooth.
Hmm.
It's going to look choppy, and that's not what I was after. I didn't want it to look choppy. I just wanted it to, I wanted to use keyframes to do it, and it won't do it. Same with words. If I wanted words to follow something, like say I wanted somebody's name under something or whatever, forget it. Can't do it. Won't let you. It's annoying. So yeah, I got frustrated. I got to find a different software that'll do what I want it to do. I don't know who just messaged me. Nobody important. Ugh. Good night, guys. Have to get going. Great live stream. All right, see you later, Jesse. See you later. We might end up calling it a night here shortly too, depending on if you guys still want to chit chat or not. It says I still have 7 people in here. I know a few of you are probably just listening to the live stream because it tends to be what a lot of people do. They just kind of listen. But when chat starts slowing down, it makes it hard to have a conversation with you guys. Biggie, anything truck okay this week?
The blower motor's been doing this weird thing.
What's it been
I
doing?
don't even know how to describe it.
Can we make noises?
It's not even really that it makes noises, is that it's kind of going in and out, but like really quick, depending on the speed.
You mean like the speed of the blower fan is cutting in and out?
Yeah,
Is that depending on the speed of the vehicle or depending on the speed that you set the fan?
speed that I set it to.
Sounds like you got short. Either that or you got a bad coil in the blower motor.
The last time it happened, it was in my workplace parking lot, and the truck had been driving for a while, so I shut the engine off,
Hmm.
I turned the key back on, and it came back and was blowing fine on all speeds.
Oh, so it some speed sometimes it won't turn on depending on a certain setting you have it on.
No, it'll always come back on. It's just what it. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it sounds like that's a you might have like Steve had just had that problem with his he had a problem with the blower motor in the Avalanche, and he said that those control modules go out all the time.
Control modules. Which
The
ones?
for the knobs for the fan speed.
Oh, I was replaced in my truck like a few months after I got it. Anyway,
No, maybe it went out again.
it fucking better not have.
Jacob says probably a
Four
poor
hundred
connection
fucking
in the
dollars.
blower. He says probably poor connection in the blower or the resistor, and Michigan Mechanic says the resistor as well.
I
Moisture
know where the
seepage.
resistor is. I just don't want to have to spend $20, $30 unless I know that's it. I mean, there's more expensive things it could be, but I'm not in a position to
That's the
start.
fun thing. That's why like when you take your vehicle to a shop and they're like, "Well, replace this or replace that," because there's no sure way to test it until you replace it. And when it fixes the problem, well, oh, that was your problem. That's how
All right,
it's the same thing.
it'll literally be the last thing I do, and it'll be the dumbest fucking thing.
Well, you
The
normally
dumbest,
keep,
cheapest, littlest thing.
well, see the thing is that's why you have the thing of keep it simple, stupid. You normally fix the stupid shit first. The cheaper and stupider it is, those are the ones you try to go with first. You work your way up to the more expensive, harder to do options.
I
Grim's honest.
guess.
It's Grim. It's a 2008 Chevy Avalanche. Because I mean that's kind of what I have to do with the Kia Soul. The Kia Soul is popping several codes. I've got a misfire code. Um, I've got that crank the cam position sensor issue.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm replacing the spark plugs because the car
Uh-huh.
hasn't. I've known Jess since the car had like I don't know like 80,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
It now has 170,000 miles on it. I think it's time for new spark plugs.
Rubs.
So I'm changing the spark plugs out, and I also bought both of the camshaft position sensors for the intake and the exhaust.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna replace both of them, and if that doesn't work, well then it's the actuator.
Uh-huh.
So like I said, if that doesn't fix my problem, well then we'll go with the more expensive thing, which is the actuator, because the sensors were only like $20, or 20 or $30. The actuators are 40 each. So keep it simple, stupid. And just work our way up the food chain. Let's see. Bill is going to be leaving us now. He says, "I gotta go. Take care. Have a good night." Well, see you later, Bill. Maybe catch you next week.
Maybe.
Um, what is next week? Next week is what, the 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16th. So yeah, should be here next week. All right, let's see. Generally it works on a couple of settings, not all. It's the resistor. I look up what speed grounds to the resistor and what grounds to the blower motor and go from there. They're thinking the resistor.
Hmm.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be here till 11. Running out of steam. I'm running out of things to talk about. Um, let's see, let's see. Guys, pick a topic in the comments, and we'll see what we can get a conversation going. What else did I see? Did see there's some spy shots of the Ford Bronco. Did you see those?
No,
Yeah, there's some new spy shots.
possibly.
Possibly, possibly. Who needs to pay for diagnostics when you have a live stream chat? Well, yeah, I mean that's basically it. I mean that's the whole point of this live stream. I mean, I even said it in I think I said it in my last video. You know, it's you got questions, come here. I mean, if we get enough people in here, somebody's gonna know the answer. You okay there, Biggie?
No, I'm just reading the comments, and Grim says he's seen a lot of connectors melt. Well, there was one point where the whole wiring harness under the dash of that thing was melted together.
Yeah, I think that's what was going on with Send It Steve's truck. Also, was the connector was melted.
Great.
Um, all right, see you later, Jacob. Catch you next week. Thank you, Jacob. This live stream used to be, like I said, we used to get, geez, we used to have 4 or 5 people up here co-hosting, um, and we used to get like 20 some people in here. That was before the computer decided to start taking a crap. Um, it is a hell of a lot more fun when we get more people up here to chat with, and also in the comments, the more people we have, uh, the more energy gets fed into the stream. I would say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right? Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I had to do that with my Nova. The handstands on the seat
Mm-hmm.
where you see, you know what? It wasn't so bad in the Nova because the seats were really low to the floor. I am almost gonna bet the seats are not low to the floor in the Avalanche.
No, not at all.
So at that point, it may actually just be easier to take the 4 bolts out of the freaking seat and pull the seat out of the freaking truck and just to lay on the floor.
And there's plenty of room to get onto the dash and that.
You sure?
Yeah, I
I
can
mean,
get right
it's
to the resistor. It's literally like in the passenger side footwell. There's a little
yeah,
plate that bolts up under the dash, just right
right.
there.
Yeah, it should be right
Just
up underneath the
take out
dash
3 screws
on
and
the
just drop straight
passenger
out.
side.
Resistor's right
Being six and a half, it can be difficult for me. Yeah, I would say so. Napa here keeps replacement resistor connectors on hand. Yeah, I bet. If a store keeps your part in stock, like before it used to be like 10, 15, 20 years ago, the store kept a lot of parts in stock.
there.
Now
Mm-hmm.
they only keep the parts that they keep having to send out regularly in stock. So if the store has your part in stock, most likely it's a common problem
Yeah.
because yeah, I can never find my parts in stock because I don't know who has parts for 77. Even my RAM. Even when I go to get parts for my RAM, it's not. There's never. They don't normally have the part in stock. And you would think something like a wheel hub on a RAM they'd have in stock
Yeah, no.
because like, geez, if you just look up Dodge Ram wheel broken and look at the pictures, almost every single one of them is a busted wheel hub,
Hmm.
and it's doing a stanky leg.
Mm. Stanky leg.
I see more Dodge trucks with the stanky leg issue than I see like any
Hmm.
other truck on the internet with stanky leg issues. And then again, like let's see, I don't think Chevy has that issue, do they? Do they use a wheel hub like that design?
I don't think so.
I know they use a CV joint in the front
Yeah.
for the ones that aren't a straight axle.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't I Ford I think is the same way. I don't think they use a solid axle in the front either.
Not anymore.
No. But the Dodge trucks are like freaking known for that. Not only just freaking letting go, but letting go and braking. Because I know like my stepfather, he had that Ford Explorer, and he had a wheel bearing go. And the only reason you knew it went is because it made a grindy noise and it would wobble a little bit. When the Dodge Rams go, they just go. The whole assembly decides to try to separate.
Fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, when it happened to me, I was on my way to work and I made the corner. It was fine. Like I didn't. It was like not a really like a warning. I made the corner and I went to go accelerate to get up to speed, and I just heard this screech, a snap, and then the truck just went poof. And
Mm.
I'm like, fuck. And it just heard this garble noise. It was just this horrible metal making contact with metal that in a way that it's not supposed to noises. And you just
Mm-hmm.
you just know it's just like, fuck. I'm not making it to work today.
Mm.
But yeah,
Not
it's
for lack
it's
of trying.
huh?
Not for lack of trying.
No, it was just all of a sudden. But the thing is, when I took it apart, you could tell that this bearing was not lubed properly for a while. Um, and also the fact that they had forgotten the spacer shim. So it was
Mm-hmm.
actually a newer hub, but when they put it all back together, they didn't put that spacer behind the nut, and so it allowed the bearing to walk off just ever so slightly. And I guess it
Jesus.
spun the grease out, and then it was riding in the wrong spot, and it just let go. Um,
Goddamn.
but yeah, I mean, of course, there are going to be problems, especially when you start putting bigger rims and tires and with those big ass freaking lugs on them and stuff, where you go with those crazy ass offset that they do now. I mean, that just puts added stress on those hubs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, mine's not super crazy. Mine is a 33 12 and a half on a stock rim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really offset any differently. It's just a heavier, it would just be a heavier tire. Uh, oh, yeah. And I was so pissed because not only did it take out my hub, it took out the brake rotor. It took out, yeah, it took out the brake rotor, which and then turned out took out it also took out, what else did it take out? It took out a bunch of parts behind the hub. Oh, that end yoke, the end of the axle that slides into the it would be the outer axle. It
Yeah.
totally killed it. It killed the splines on the end that the hub slides onto.
Jesus.
Took them out. Yeah, it was bad. It was carnage. Um, don't know. I don't even know if I have pictures of that yet. I might. But it was horrible. I mean, I think all in all, it cost me over $300 in parts to put that freaking front passenger side back together,
Goddamn.
and that's at my cost. I can imagine if I had to take it to a shop. You know,
Maybe 5 or 6, probably.
probably more than that because that was it was a lot of it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
When did I get the truck? Because it wasn't long after I got the truck, actually. Oh, we're not new enough. That's Trans Am stuff. Oh, yeah, here it is. So yeah, here is the. Let me flip that. There's the truck doing the stanky leg,
Oh, jeez.
and then that was the. Oh, that's a brake rotor. You can see the big old gouge in the rotor.
Oh, yeah.
There's another shot of that rotor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, See, look, totally destroyed the pads.
Oh yeah.
There's the hub.
What's left of it?
Yeah, definitely what's left of it. There's the other half of the hub. Hold on, let me flip that again because now my picture's pointing the wrong way. Okay.
Jesus.
Like I said, just all sorts of not fun.
No.
But you can see how buggered the end of that.
Oh yeah.
It just and then the splines are even all fucked up too.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not cheap. That was not a cheap part to get either. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So yeah, that goes from the U joint out to the hub. That's what that part was. But yeah, it took out a bunch of shit. Like I said, it cost me like $300 in damages just in parts. It took me, I want to say like 3 or 4 hours to swap out all those parts because I ended up doing the driver's side brakes at the same time. Just because if I'm putting all new shit on the passenger side, I have to put all new
May as
shit
well
on the.
on the other side.
Yep, exactly. Uh, let's see, hubs and brake lines are a daily thing in my shop. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I don't know why they don't do a sealed bearing. Um, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it, but I think that is supposed to be a sealed bearing actually. But yeah, when you don't put that washer in there, it lets that bearing walk and it splits the casing open, and then all the bearing grease ejects itself. Because when you're at speed, that stuff's just like,
Oh yeah.
uh. Oh my god, yeah. When I had to do the hub on the green truck, I had heat on it. I had a 3 foot breaker bar with my jack handle on the end of it, and it was still holding my weight at the end of that. So that's what 5 foot, 5 foot plus my weight, and it didn't want to let go.
That's crazy.
Hmm. Though I did hear that there is a trick to getting that nut off on the nut for the wheel hub, and that is to stick your socket on with a breaker bar and roll the truck forward. It's either
Hmm.
roll it forward or roll it backwards. Brain fart
Roll
stress.
whichever way it's got to turn to break
Yeah,
it loose.
exactly. And you use the truck tone weight to do it,
Not a bad
which
idea.
obviously doesn't work if your wheel hub is completely apart though.
Yeah.
And then there's the trick to get the wheel hub to let go of the my brain can't think of this late at night. The
Mm.
spindle to get the hub to break free of the spindle because sometimes the hub will seize itself to the spindle,
Yeah.
and that one you put your nuts on almost all the way, you almost all the way off, and you take a socket and you put it on the end of the the nut and you turn the
Mm.
wheel.
Mm.
When you turn the wheel, it'll push the socket up against the inside of the axle tube,
Yeah.
and it'll actually it's like using the steering as a press,
Yeah.
and it'll break it free. Because yeah, when they decide to let go, when they decide to seize up, they seize up.
Mm.
I think the worst I ever had was, you remember the lug nut on the driver's side rear tire that was basically made out of like lead.
I think so.
I had a when I first got the truck, it had these lug nuts on it, and the one lug nut was definitely not for that truck and was probably cross threaded onto it. And as soon as I put a socket on it, it literally wiped out all of the faces of the lug nut, like immediately, like
Jesus.
without very much pressure. I wasn't even like I was like really trying to wrench it off. It was literally just my normal half-inch ratchet, right?
Yeah.
And I went like that, and it just spun around and literally wiped out all the faces to the lug nut.
Jesus Christ.
It was like I said, it was like butter. It was like it's made out of clay.
That's
Um,
that's not good.
no, it wasn't good. Remember, I ended up destroying that rim trying to get that lug nut off, and I mean, I drilled right down through the center of it. Ended up losing the stud, the lug nut, the rim, but I got it off.
That's all that matters.
Right? Just $135 for another rim later. Power steering rack, aka hydraulic press. Yep, that's exactly how you do it. Snap-on makes a tool, but that it's pretty much a heavy-duty socket. Yeah, and you just take an impact socket, just stuff it in there, and freaking turn your wheel. Boom, pops it free. Back it off a little bit, throw the socket on the other side, turn the wheel the other direction, pops it free, and then you just work it out from there. Once you get that initial break, once it breaks loose that initial time, you can normally tap them out with a hammer. But they are such a pain in the ass because where the bolts are, it's super hard to get a socket in the top one because of where they're located. Because there's three of them, and where they're located, if you don't have the wheel turned just right, it's really hard to get a decent sized socket in there, and God forbid trying to get an impact in there.
Yeah.
Not happening. So you end up in there cranking that shit out by hand.
Yep.
Uh, Astro puller that works pretty well, but you need to have room for it. Well, and the problem is like when I do stuff, I don't technically have a shop. Well, until recently, even though that's not really a shop, it's just a garage. But I did most of my work literally on the side of the street or in a driveway. I never had a really nice place to work, so I kind of just made do with what I had. Um, when I did when I threw the motor in the Nova, right? The first time we fired it up, it knocked like all hell. So this was the 305, not the 350. This is the 305. When I
This is
first
your
threw,
table.
yeah, the one that's now my coffee patio furniture. Um, when I first threw that in there, it knocked. I mean, like bad. And when I ended up having to take it over to a friend's property, and we pulled it over there. But the problem is his driveway was those really really big rocks, not like the
Yeah.
little tiny ones, the big ones, the ones that are like 2 inches across.
Yeah.
And so we ended up jacking the car up, and I'm underneath the car on top of these rocks, pulling the pan on this Nova, which the sump is in the rear of those cars,
Uh huh.
right? So you have to lift the whole engine up, right? High
Yeah.
enough that when you drop the pan, it can clear all of the rotating assembly and slide down underneath the transmission and out to get out from above the cross member.
Jesus.
So not only do I have the car lifted, I have to have the engine lifted. Now we ended up doing this by I ended up jacking the engine up. So we pulled the motor mounts out, the bolts for the motor mounts. We pulled them out, jacked the engine up, and stuffed.
Here's a reminder.
Echo.
Full moon.
Dismiss.
I don't know what she was reminding of. Um, but so we jacked the engine up. We threw some 2x4s down in between uh, the, the motor mounts. So
Yeah.
that brought the engine up just high enough that we could take all the bolts out, drop the pan, and slide it out the back. And again, I'm doing all of this on top of these giant ass hard pointy rocks.
Goddamn.
So then to get the bearings out, because like I said, I wasn't taking this motor out of this car again, nor was I freaking tearing this whole motor apart. So I grabbed an old butter knife and I went to work. I pulled the caps off and then took the butter knife. Pulled the caps off and you have to loosen all of the caps because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get enough clearance to be able to spin the bearing. So
Yeah.
you pull the cap off, you push the knife that you've now bent into this nice curvature to match the curve of the crank, and you slide it up and you push the bearing out the other side with a butter knife.
Jeez.
And every single one of these bearings, all of the crank, the connecting rod
Connecting rod bearings.
and main bearings, all of them were wiped all the way down to the copper.
Jesus.
So I ended up having to replace all of them. And just did it right on a gravel driveway with some 2x4 and a regular car jack because I didn't even have an engine hoist.
Jesus.
So that was fun. Tell you what, put it back together. That thing ran great. It even survived not having any engine oil in it or coolant in it for a little while. And
Oh,
put
dear.
some fresh coolant and oil in it and fired right back up. And when I took that motor apart, those bearings were still good.
Nice.
So yeah, that's actually a testament to some of the abuse those bearings can take.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch a car unless it's on a lift. Yeah, I have not had the luxury of a lift ever.
Hmm.
I've never, not even those little tiny like freaking portable lifts, like you see like Goon Squad and stuff have. The
Yeah.
little like Easy Jacks or whatever. Yeah, I haven't even had those. It literally just a regular hand jack and maybe some like wheel ramps or something. That's about it. If I can't get it up high enough for that, well then I'm just SOL. Uh, I told my real estate lady that my main concern was to have a garage big enough to have a lift in it.
Mm.
I don't think I will ever get that lucky unless a YouTube channel takes off. I might get lucky enough to have a shop with a lift tall enough, but I don't think I'd be lucky enough to have a garage at my house big enough to have a lift. I don't see that kind of money ending up being able to get that, unless for some miraculous reason there happens to be, a garage on the property with it already. That's somehow in our price range. Highly doubt that. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. I think we are going to call it a night. So it's 2 hours. Catch you guys next week. And see, and Grim's got to go anyway. So we'll catch you guys next week, same time, same place. Hopefully just as good content, if not better. So let your friends know and bring them along next time. Like I said, the more we build this live stream up, the more fun we can have. So like I said, catch you guys next week.